Today is Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. Bitcoin block height 886,277. Transaction fees 334. Low, medium, high priority. And about 12,000 unconfirmed transactions in the mempool. Bitcoin USD price down again today, sitting around 83,214. The 24-hour high was 93,714, and the 24-hour low was 82,405. Bitcoin Spaces protocol up to 1.34 total Bitcoin burned. 935 transfers and registers. 1,040 rollouts. Spaces in auction. 10.10.1 CNDX. 10.10.1 can be claimed, but still open for bidding. CNDX claimable in about 12 hours and 20 minutes. Recent events, we have a bunch of bids. Wafu, Atlas, CO, Lolo, Puni Codes, and CN. Upcoming rollouts, Director, Puni Codes, and Lolo. Available in about 7 hours and 20 minutes. Let's take a look and see what yesterday rolled out. BW, FIN, Share, DL, LSD, 00 or 00. I think it's 00. MI, CP, EV, War. Taking a look at spaces.market. Let's give it a refresh. Latest listings, Beat Strategy, and Tom. So there's a Spaces, Twitter Spaces, X Spaces tomorrow. March 5th. Yeah, tomorrow. I think it's at 2 p.m. Eastern. So we should get some news, some updates. We'll see what's new with the Spaces protocol. We're expecting some news on the GUI wallet, which will be excellent for the marketplace. You know, people can come in here, make it easy like this. If you ever went to this site, Magic Eden, where you could just have a wallet here real quick. It generates, you know, your 12 words and send some Bitcoin to it. Also OpenSea, that's another one you could do it. Like a MetaMask, you know, that's not Bitcoin, that's Ethereum, but still something easy like that where a user can just come in, have a password on their wallet, send Bitcoin to it. That's what we need with the Spaces protocol. So hopefully something like that comes out. And also there's something else, I believe. Fabric might be a separate protocol that connects to Space. I'm not 100% sure. You can find all the technical details though. It's spacesprotocol.org. But the Fabric is going to allow everyone to use their space here that they get for the Bitcoin wallet address. So you see people on X, Twitter, they have like all these .btc names. They have these .eth names. Well, that's a way to transfer or translate an address, an Ethereum address, a Bitcoin address into a human readable name. So with Fabric, I believe we're going to be able to do that with the Spaces protocol. And it's also going to allow us to use our space names. So let's say you had @war. You could use it as your Nostr username and any other peer-to-peer applications that come out. You know, it's not just Nostr. This is like future. It's for the future. You know, I don't know. Who knows what we're going to see built on Bitcoin or Bitcoin-like applications. Who knows? We don't know. But if any other peer-to-peer applications like Nostr come out, you'll be able to use these names with the Fabric protocol. So I'm excited to hear what they say about that. Hopefully they've been working hard. Hopefully we're closer to releasing information. And I think also what the Fabric protocol might do is enable subspaces. So if you don't know, all these spaces here like war, this is a top level domain. So it's like a .com or a .org. And when you buy one of these spaces, you're buying the whole top level domain. So you can have anything at war. You own it all. You can have it all. You can have it all. You got it all. You can sell it. You can give it away to your friends, to your family. So maybe you come in here, you get your last name or something, and then you just give out your family members all their names at the last name. Maybe you don't want to do that though, right? Maybe that's a little too personal. Maybe you do your first name. Maybe you do something else. I don't know. There's so many options, you know? Like I said, we only had 1,040 rollouts. So there's only been 1,040 names taken off the board here in Spaces Protocol. There's so many more names. Only 1.34 Bitcoin burned. And you know, that's another cool thing about the Spaces Protocol. There's nobody's getting this Bitcoin. It's not like you're buying it from somebody. You're just donating your sats to the network, making everyone else's Bitcoin worth more. You're claiming a name from the network, you know? I love that about this. I know some people don't like the burning of Bitcoin because it's super valuable. And hey, I could get with that. Give it to me. I could get behind that. But hey, talk to Satoshi. He set the standard. He burnt 1 million Bitcoin. All right, he mined 1 million Bitcoin. He just threw the key away. So he set the precedent. That's how he's doing it. And I like it like that because there's nobody, you're not buying it from somebody. So now we're not incentivized to do human things, get incentivized to change stuff and mess with stuff. Hey, it gets burnt. So come in here, grab a permissionless name on Bitcoin, burn your Bitcoin to do it. You can do whatever you want. Also, the names expire every 365 days, or it might actually be blocks, a certain amount of blocks. Not sure. I think it is blocks. 1,044 blocks? I don't know. It sticks in my head. I don't know if that's true or not. But it's approximately 365 days. So 1 year, just like traditional domains. And again, you're not paying any one person. You're not paying any company to renew it. You're just renewing it on the blockchain. You're letting the blockchain know, right? Code is law. You're etching it into the Bitcoin blockchain. I'm not 100% sure how that works either. It goes in op return. So is that an etch? You know, not sure what that is. Is it prunable too? Did people prune that out of their nodes? Not sure. Where did Satoshi put Chancellor on brink of second bailout from banks? Did he put that in op return? Is that something new with the SegWit 2x, whatever that happened in 2016, 2017? You know, there's a lot of technical stuff into this, and it's very interesting. You know, I'm learning about it as I go here. But one thing is for sure, we're going to have naming on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is what we all believe it to be, the hardest, best money that there is, then we're all going to want to use it. It's the truth. It's a truth machine. Bitcoin is a truth machine. So, of course, we're going to want to have all of our stuff in the Bitcoin blockchain to prove it, right? Sign a message. Do whatever you got to do. Satoshi sent a message on Bitcoin. How did he do it? What was it? What was it? I hope it was op return. If it wasn't, okay. What was it? We'll figure that out and see how that goes. But it'll just take time, you know. We have the Bitcoin. You get your 12 words, your 24 words, your private seed, right? It's just ones and zeros. The computer reads it as ones and zeros. But what did we do as humans? We had bit 39, or I think it was, you know, Bitcoin improvement proposal. And it said, yo, let's map all these ones and zeros to a certain word. We'll map all these things, right? We'll have this mapping so that humans can write down these words, save these words, memorize these words even, right? It's easier for humans. Human readable private keys. Well, that went through. No one cared, right? Well, it's just going to happen here too. little more contentious here. This is going to be, hey, you know, don't write on the Bitcoin blockchain. You know, there's going to be some people stuff, but Spaces Protocol keeps that in mind. You know, light footprint. That's why the subspaces are important too. You have the top level domain. So this 10.10.1 CN DX, they're the top level. Then you could have the subspaces, spaces at CN, Jonathan at CN, whatever you want. You know, you own all that. It's crazy. I don't think people realize that now. I think they think you're just getting a website or a domain or a wallet address. No, man, you are getting the whole shebang. You're getting the whole top level. You own all that stuff, man. You can make a business out of this. You can sell them. You could give them away. You could trade. I mean, it's, dude, you own all the letters, all the numbers, all the words before the space that you buy. So if you buy DX, you own everything at DX. It's crazy. That's pretty cool. And there's a lot too. There's papers here. You know, we go to this help right here and read the docs and figure this stuff out. You know, read it yourself. I made a couple videos on it. I keep making videos on it, trying to let people know about it. I'm just posting it out on X, blabbing about it. I'm excited about it. Hopefully it works out. And, you know, there's just a lot of stuff to learn about it. Here's the subspaces here. The problem that holds a lot of people back is you have to run a Bitcoin node. Actually, you don't have to run a node. There's some way you can do it. I don't know. There's some stuff you can do. But generally, you run a node, right? And that's cool. You should be running a freaking node. Like, are you a Bitcoiner? Right? Run a fucking node, dude. This is what prompted me actually to come in here and get a node. I just bought a computer. I bought computer parts, you know, build a PC real quick, real easy. I like doing that. That's fun. I do that a bunch of times, you know, 5 times. I don't know, not a bunch, but it's like probably like my 5th build. So I'm out there. I'm like, yo, I got to run a node now. You need a node to get these, dude. Naming on Bitcoin, it's obvious, right? We don't type IP addresses in our web browsers. We type in human readable website names. We don't store the binary code 1s and 0s for our private keys. No, we stamp freaking human readable names. You know, that's what we do. We change everything to human readable. So it's only a matter of time before we get naming on Bitcoin. And it has to be as permissionless and decentralized as possible. No foundation where you're paying the developers something. But then you could say, well, then why would the developers want to do it, right? What's incentivizing them to do it? You know, hey, why did Satoshi build Bitcoin and throw away the keys to his million Bitcoin, right? So people have other reasons. It's rare. There's a lot of scams, and humans are incentive driven. We want to get rich, but let's say somebody already is rich, perhaps, right? They've been in Bitcoin since the beginning. They're already wealthy in terms of money. They don't give a shit. Some people get like that, believe it or not. Might be hard for some people to, you know, understand that. But some people just get like, yo, I got it. I'm already wealthy. I've been in Bitcoin since the beginning. You know, not me. I wish. I'm an idiot for that. I heard about it, but I just didn't do it. I thought it was a scam. Dumbass. But some people, yeah. And they're not in it for that. Look at Satoshi, right? Rare breed. But it does exist. So no foundation, nobody gets it. No separate token, no separate blockchain. It's just on Bitcoin, lightweight, not trying to be like Ordinals, where the Udi and the other dude, they're like, we want to break Bitcoin, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, this is Bitcoin positive. This is pro Bitcoin. So there's a lot to like here. And like I said, I'm just telling people about it. Hopefully someone can come in and tell me why it's bad, why it's good. And we'll see, you know, get more eyes and ears on this project and keep it going. Super early, though. It just came out at the end of November 2024. So that's what, December, January, February. It's only been out for 3 months. So it's super early, and I'm lucky. Like, damn, I never been this early to something. So I kind of equate it to Bitcoin a little bit, where it's like this must be what Bitcoin was like when Bitcoin first came out. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody cared. It's like, Bitcoin, that's funny. You know, each Bitcoin was like a penny. or less. And it was like 50 cents, whatever. People just joked about it. You can go through history of the internet and look it up and see all the stuff that people now regret massively, myself included. And it's kind of like this now where it's like there's no hype. Nobody gives a shit about Bitcoin spaces. They're like, it sucks. And then you look at these other naming conventions and they got all the hype, right? They got the sponsors. They're giving out all these things and telling you to retweet their stuff and, do all this stuff, right? It's like, oh, do it. Why? Because they're getting paid. They're selling the public these names, these spaces, or what? No, they're not called spaces. They're only called spaces here. They're just names, whatever. And they get paid for every sale. So they're like salesmen out there doing it, With the spaces, nobody's getting paid. So that's kind of hard. It's kind of like grassroots. It's harder to build a protocol like this, but it will last longer, I think. It's harder in the beginning. It's harder to get it going, get the momentum. But once more people come, if it truly is decentralized, permissionless, as it says it is, I'm not the most technicalist dude around. I would like someone else to come in and look at it and be like, yo, yes or no, whatever. But either way, from what I could tell, it's the best. I've been looking at naming on Bitcoin for probably like 2 years, 3 years now, believe it or not, because it just seems obvious, right? It's freaking obvious, dude. We're going to have naming. So who's it going to be? And I've just been looking around and just trying to research and figuring out. And one of the main things is it can't have like a leader. It can't have like a somebody that gets paid. It can't just be a dude at the top that gets the money or a team that gets the money from every name that sells. That sucks. That's dumb. That makes no sense. And this is the only one, the first one that I found that's like that. Or actually the Ordinals protocol, like the DID, that actually might be like that too. But the flaw with that one is that everyone just rushes in, etches or puts the name, gets the name, right? Registers the name. And then it never expires. They hoard all the names. The project dies, stuff like that. That happens with that. If you look at the .org, whatever the hell it is, you can find those on Magic Eden. Nobody cares. Nobody buys them. It's these ones down here. These ones, Bitcoin domain names, .sats, .btc, they're no good. Someone just came in, a bunch of people came in, they minted all the good names in like the first couple hours, the first days. They're all gone. They squatted on them. That's it. There's no movement in the project. Nobody cares. Nobody wants it. It's just nothing. Spaces is good with that because there's only 10 that come out a day. Only 10 spaces come out a day and they stay in auction, right? They're in auction. So if someone bids on them, they stay in auction for 10 days until they can be claimed. So it has enough time for people to look at it. They're in auction for 10 days. And then if someone bids on it within that time period, it kicks it out another 24 hours. It's actually block time, whatever. It's approximately 24 hours. Kicks it out another 24 hours. And then if someone bids on it again, it kicks it out again. It keeps kicking it out until somebody gives up, right? So there's a lot of good features here, man. There's a lot of good features. And the dude, Mike Carson and Buffer, Mike was running a registrar for .ai.io.com, I think. So he's got like 10 years in the traditional domain space. So he's got like over 10 years in Bitcoin, over 10 years in the traditional .com. So, hey, he might know what he's doing. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get this out there. Spread the word. But he just might know what he's doing. And, hey, from my point of view, this is the best one I've seen, the best one yet. I've looked at a bunch, and I'm trying to get people to look at it. So if you're listening to this, if you lasted this long, look at it. And let me know what you think. All right, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.